I keep pulling my hair.
Okay, Vera, no,
Yes.
no doing that now.
Okay.
All right. We have a ghost hunter that we were watching this morning.
On Gaia.
Yes, his name is Jeffrey Belanger. And it was so interesting because it's always interesting watching stuff with you because he's got all these moles on this side of his face.
All even down his neck.
And what did you see when you were watching?
He had a disease like the Elephant Man.
In a different past life.
Yes, in a past life, yes.
And it was interesting because you were seeing him like he was sold to the circus by his family in that lifetime. And so he was sneered at and prodded and all those
ridiculed
things.
and everything. It was just horrible. If you look at, I think his name is John Merrick, if you want to look it up.
Wow.
But this young man had the same disease.
As Mr. Merrick.
Mr. Merrick, yeah.
And I remember you talking about how he was in the circus and then he met a doctor. A doctor came and saw him and I guess bought him out of the servitude or slavery of this circus and took him with him to study him.
Right.
But then
It's the same kind of situation.
Right.
He scoffed at, except he wasn't ridiculed, but he was prodded and, poked and that kind of stuff. And he had to stand there while they looked at him and touched him. And
wow.
yeah.
And you were talking about how it was in England. So it's over in England. And I'm trying to see, it kind of reminded me of when you were talking about it, and you were kind of mentioning it, it reminded you of that the Phantom of the Opera story.
Right, because he had that, but it was from birth too. His deformity and stuff, I believe. But yeah, so it's a disease that people have, and it was just on that side of his face, the right side of his face.
You also said his body. He was like
His
kind
body.
of his shoulder came up like a hunch,
like this,
and his
his leg was shorter because it was like curved. It was kind of the scar tissue, I guess you could say, or the way it was formed. He couldn't extend his leg.
Right. So that was, that what a tough life to have charted. But it was interesting because in this lifetime now, he's looking for the spiritual answers.
Right.
He wants to know why,
Yeah.
with the ghosts and all these hauntings and everything. And I thought that was really cool that you got that, because it's almost like it's like though in that lifetime they were looking for answers, and now it's like he's probably like, okay, why did this
He's
happen
always
in his
gearing it to
soul?
something that's not tangible, that doesn't have the strictest of, I forgot the word.
Theories.
Theories.
Okay.